Well, hello there. I hope you can join me for a conversation with my friend Christian Lowe. So many of the conversations we've had, I've just wanted to broadcast to the universe, but they involve other people's stories. And so I can only tell my parts and the connections to them. But this is a beautiful human. And after we went down a rabbit hole, he had this to say about horsecraft.
Yeah, on the horse side, yeah, I love the conversation around, the connection, everyone talks about, natural horsemanship as a, you know, connection to my horse, but, the tack is we're talking about a physical connection. So the only thing that's causing, um, if you want to telephone someone across the country, you need a communication system that works, whether it's writing a letter or a telephone or, whatever it is, an email. But if that piece of equipment isn't suiting your needs, it doesn't matter what either party has to say. It's not coming through. So, as a saddle, I just look at it as a tool, a device that's poorly understood. Um, by the industry at large and for me as well. But when you look at putting a rider in balance, it's very interesting. We're talking about physical balance, but we're also talking about putting horse and rider in harmony. And then what happens? Floodgates open for communication and for um, you know um, good things to happen. And what the horse knows naturally exposes that weak rider. So sometimes, we put everyone in harmony and in balance, and all of a sudden the horse has impulsion and he can move and he can express himself in movement. And we have a rider with not such a great core. Um, and maybe an inability to stay with that animal. So sometimes it's pretty cool to watch how the horse regulates itself and takes care of its rider. But that's where all those deep seats and thigh blocks and securing people in the saddle comes from. But
So I'll end it there. That's just a taste of my friend Christian and some of the conversations that we have. Another tidbit that we are going to delve into will be what he can and can't do to make our dreams come true. What is most often standing in the way, and how the teachings of some of the old masters and the ways we were historically taught could strengthen our core and the focus on our position and our balance and responsibility for it um, led to different outcomes. So Christian has all kinds of data collected over the same historical period as I do. I just had access to the masters. Well, he was working his craft, and but he is no less a horseman and understands more than I how he can bring movement and human together, and he can look at the human and their abilities and limitations and watch them move together with the horse and see the horse move on its own, um, and has all kinds of different solutions that he can provide through the company that he represents, which has so many different saddles. It's the Limb Group, and he does an Albion saddle tour in Ontario. So I hope you'll join me Wednesday. That's tomorrow, or maybe it's in the past because you're listening to this some other time. But Wednesday at 7, Wednesday, the 28th of February at 7 p.m., we are going to have a really good time talking to a really good person about what he can and can't do. Um, Is he a wizard? Can he help us make magic? Find out what's real and what we have to take responsibility for.